What's up, everybody? Brad here, and I'm just going to give you a quick intro, and then Jamie's going to take it from here as he is over in Charity Hammer, and this vlog is about him. But before that, if you want any links to anything, I'm going to put them in the descriptions. You can watch all the stream games. They were on Art of War. They were on the Best in Faction podcast Twitch. They're on Canhammer Twitch. And make sure you go and donate on Tiltify. They're trying to get to 40K for 40K. They're like 38,700 when I'm filming this for this video. So go do your part, donate, do all those fun things. Make sure you like us, subscribe us, and enjoy Jamie's journey at Charity Hammer.
All right, good morning, everyone. We are at Charity Hammer in Seattle. It is 5:30 in the morning, super early. People coming in with the armies. Streams have started. We will be going for 72 hours non-stop, fundraising for Child's Play. They're a charity who buy and donate games to hospitals for children who need them, just to help them with therapy and keep them distracted when they're having a rough day at hospital. So incredible, just because we're a bunch of people here playing with our toys, so the fact that they're it's close to our hearts, so it means a lot to us. We've already fundraised a lot of money and we're still going. We're super thankful for everyone who's donating. But yeah, day one is about to start. We have a couple of make sure the light's good. There we go. We have a couple of showcasing games. I will be playing Alex and his Nids. Thomas will be playing against some orcs, I believe. And then the tournament starts at 9 a.m. So we have a game now at 6 a.m. in about 30 minutes local time. It's all gonna be that's my get out of bed alarm. 30 minutes until the game. Let me show you the wolves. So over here, I got my wolves. Flip the microphone so you can hear me. There we go. So I got the wolves. It's my usual list. You've seen I've done lists of reviews on it. Got my Redemptors, got my Volkite, got my 3 Wolf Guard, got my infantry. My characters are in there. My drop pod. Over here, we have some Admech. We got Thomas's Ultras. Yesterday he played a list with some Blade Guard. So he had a great fun actually having some combat. He said he was doing Space Wolves things, which I loved. This is what one of the tables looked like. That's Alex over there. He's getting his coffee before our game. Got a cool army over here. Disciples of Be'lakor with a drop pod. And look at him. Cool Be'lakor. But yeah, that's what tables look like. Let's show you around the property. So we're at Colin's house. We're super grateful for him for hosting us. There's 32 players here. So this is garage number 1, where we just have a couple tables set up. But all the fun happens this way. So let me knock this in place. I hope it's not causing too much sound. It probably is. Brad's gonna get annoyed at me. So over here is the main pool house. And there's a bunch of tables here just for casual play and getting some reps in, testing out lists. There's some incredible players, so I'll be taking advantage of bouncing ideas around. It might be a little loud in here, but the terrain is great. So that's what terrain looks like over here. All sorts of different tables of terrain, lots of good ruins, elves everywhere. A little different over here. Up there, there's a couple more tables. Pool, a couple more over there. Good morning. And then what you guys will be seeing is we have our 3 streams over here, and I don't know if they're streaming right now, so I need to be quiet. There's one game right there. That's the setup. Got a top-down camera right there. That's what it looks like. Cool looking table. And then we have our second one through here. See? Morning. And then the third table is over here. And this is what you will be seeing. We have the 3 streams up. Hopefully you have access to the links when you're watching this. Obviously this video will be released afterwards. But yeah, we're super excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let me flip this over again. Sorry for the sound. Okay, that's not working around, so I'm just gonna handheld the microphone. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I have a game now at 6, and then my first GT game is at noon against JT with his Drukari, and then because it's single eliminations, I have to beat him if I want to go into the next round, and probably play Brad Chester. He has some orcs in the first round, so it's not guaranteed because who knows what the new orcs can do. I haven't seen them yet. But yeah, we'll see how far we can go. And then Thomas is over here. I'm gonna go say hi to Thomas. He's up. He's got a game as well as 6.
Good morning. I think it's morning right now.
It is good morning. We have a 3-hour time difference, so we're a little bit all over the place with the time zone.
Yeah, I don't know where you are in the talking. I think I have a stream match. It's not a tournament game, so we're kind of just picking lists to play. I had a fill-in for my game, so he's going to be playing, a new guy is playing orcs. So I have to figure out one of my 100 variations of Ultramarines I'm going to play today.
Want to use?
But it's going to be fun, exciting.
Yeah. How do you think you're going to do in the GT?
So I was talking with my guy that I'm playing first round, and he didn't really understand how my list works. So I was going through all the things, and I'm like, after I did it, I was like, it dawned on me. I'm like, I probably shouldn't just tell him how to beat my list before we start playing. So I think I have all the tools to beat him. So we'll see. So.
Morning, Thomas. I have news for you.
You do?
Well, see, so behind the camera we have Jaime, and we have Thomas out front here, and apparently both of you were scheduled to play Alex McDougall at the same time this morning. So now, Jaime, you'll be playing Alex, and Thomas, you'll be playing me.
Oh, I'm playing Seth. Oh, it's a different.
Oh, it is on. It is on.
The excitement level has risen.
That is amazing. All right, we got about 20 minutes before the game starts, so we'll do some filming and see if we can catch these guys' game as well in between. All right, we just set up. We are playing Battle Lines. This is what the table looks like. We said that all of these are light cover if you're touching the footprint. This is unstable light cover. These big things in the backfields will be dense. I went with Rod, the mission specific one where you have to hold the central objectives in your command phase, and Oath. And Alex did Rod, Engage, and Grind. That's his list. Tabacaron, bunch of bugs, some Genius of the Cult. You see my list. And we're about to roll off for Attack a Defender. Here we go. He rolled a 1, I rolled a 1. Let's try that again.
Fresh dice.
I rolled a 1.
See?
I needed the first dice. Would you like to be attacker or defender?
I always forget what that actually does.
Defender lets you pick side, but you have to deploy first unit.
That's right. Do I care about side? Yeah. Pretty dang mirror.
That's called no prisoners now, right?
No prisoners, just a second.
It's
I know what
the
you're
same
talking about.
except, yeah.
Yep.
You're taking assassinate and I'm taking rod.
I'll take the side.
Okay, he's taking that side. He will be defender, and we'll come back in turn 1. She's legging it, so we just finished Space Wolves turn 1. Space Wolves went first. We just shoved into the middle. These incursions are moving forward. We're doing Rod in the back with these Blood Claws, and we're going to shoot this Sentinel, and then the Contemptor has line of sight through these ribs into the Diamond It's not focusing, but you can see him all the way through. 18 wounds, so he does not benefit from obscuring, and we'll come back at the end of the shooting phase. So, end of the Space Wolves turn, Alex is doing his attacks with his Gaunts. Basically, I put the Sentinel on 2 wounds. I charged him with the Incurses. I needed a 7-inch charge. I rolled a 5. I was going to consolidate Paladin 3 and then consolidate 6 to charge the Hive Guard. I was missing 1 inch, so I wasn't able to pull it off. Very unfortunate. I was hoping to tag him for a turn so I can push up again next turn. Go ahead and do your attacks, but that was it. And then we'll go into Alex's turn. All right, quick recap of the Nid's turn. So Exocrine shot into some Wolf Guard and killed them. Hive Guard helped to kill the remainder in that unit. Gene Stealers moved all the way from back here, all the way down the middle, getting double moved by the Swarm Lord into all of my Wolf Guard. My Chapter Master heroicked. And yeah, he's Diamond Caron charged. He's Incurses that have survived a little bit of the shooting. Gaunts have gotten on the objective. So super interesting. And I owe him 7 saves, and we'll come back after he's resolved it. Engage for 2 because the Genesters are over the line. Cool. So, end of turn 1, the Genesters came off. They bounced because I rolled hot on my 4-up invons at the beginning, keeping one of the units alive. So they were able to smack them back and kill most of them in combat, and the Chapter Master did some work there. These guys moved 12 because they can Paladin consolidate 6. Completely move blocking me over here, which is not nice. Diamond Caron snuck behind that ruin again, but yeah, that's going to be very difficult to get an angle on him. Exocrine. Hive Guard. Not sure if I'm going to be able to get to the Hive Guard anymore, which is unfortunate. And I score 5 on primary. I did my rod with these guys over here. I get 3-4 oath because I haven't failed a leadership and I'm in the middle. I did not kill a vehicle or a monster. So we go into Space Wolves turn 2. Alright, so we're back. End of top of turn 2 for the Space Wolves. Huge turn. There was a gap over here where the drop pod could come in. We were able to shoot the Swarm Lord. And we killed the Dimacaron between the Volca and one of the Dreads. And we were able to tag the Hive Guard. These guys made a 10-inch charge, completely uncalled for, but they went in, hungry for battle. And we go into Tyranids turn 2. Alright, we're back. So huge turn for the Nids. Exocrine blew up the Blood Claws that were on that objective. I was going to heroic on there and see that objective. Very sad I wasn't able to pull that off. Over here, all the Longfangs died. Those Gaunts shoot like crazy. They killed a bunch of Wolf Guard as well. Split firing everywhere. I just didn't roll enough 2-ups. I've lost a lot of stuff. My Redemptor got mind controlled and shot my Librarian and killed him. It's just not nice. So that wasn't great. But I'm a little out of resources. I'm not exactly sure what I need to accomplish. I know I need to tag these guys. He only has 1 smite, correct? Okay, so we can tank a smite. Hopefully, you don't have CP2 Overwatch, so I won't take damage. So if we tag these guys 1 more turn, he won't have primary. And I'm hoping that will be enough of a points lead because table-wise, I'm about to get tabled. So let's see if we can keep the points lead. Okay, so end of movement, turn 3 for Space Wolves. Chaplain and Chapter Master are going over there to kill some Gaunts. Hopefully I can kill a bunch. Over here, we have the Wolf Guard. The Redemptor over there is going to shoot the Neurith. It's a go 3-up Binmon, so hopefully I can do like 3 damage and then they'll charge in and then tag the Hive Guard. If not, they'll charge the Hive Guard and tag him. Over here, this Volca is just going to kill these guys. I would like to charge, but I can't assume I'll kill him in combat because I only have 5 attacks. I'm AP1. They have a what save? 5. Yeah, if you roll 1-6, you're obsec. I can't steal it. So yeah, we're going to try and delay those Gaunts so you can't move on to primary. Shoot them off here, primary. I've moved off my objectives. Only the Redemptor's over there. And then over there, they've moved off to do Rod. So moved off my objectives, but I'm denying him primary. So hopefully that keeps me in the lead. So we're back. Chaplain and Chapter Master went in. They killed like 20-something Gaunts. A few are still alive, tagging one of the big units. Over here, we were able to shoot the Neurith of Dead, and then we charged the Hive Guard and killed 2 of them in combat. We killed the Acolytes on this objective. They did Rod, but there's a Lictor over there, and the Redemptor shot everything into the Psyker that mind controlled them. So we're only on 1 objective, but yeah, we're into turn 3. Everything's dead. Okay, so we're back. These guys came in at the end of his turn and did Rod. Lictor charged in. I rolled 2 4-ups again, keeping the Blood Claws alive. They didn't kill him back though. And then over there, their Chapter Master killed the Gaunts that were right next to him. And over here, the Exocrine shot into the Wolf Guard and 1 guy survived, ready to tag the Hive Guard again and be obnoxious. So I'm only on 1 objective, but that gets me 10 primary because I hold 1 and more, not 2. It gets me 2 points for the mission specific, and I don't have infantry to do Rod anymore, actually. Interestingly enough. So we're going to what, turn 4? Alright, so we're back. We just called it. The Exocrine shot into Contempt, did a couple of points of damage, but I've lost all my infantry, so I can't do Rod. Chapter Master's all the way over there, and the Exocrine's over here. Next, now we'll just shoot him, and that will be the end of the game. Thanks, Alex, for the great game.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't know if you guys are watching the stream or not, but we're at 24K right now in donations, which is incredible. We're trying to hit 40K because it sounds cool and it'd be amazing. So keep donating if you can, and if you can't, make sure you're watching the streams and telling all your friends. And I mean, this video will be out after, but hope you guys are enjoying the show. All right, here we go. Round 1 of the GT.
I think I know what my first
JT goes first. This is how he deployed. He's got the bomber and the bikes all the way back here. He's got, this is where the Trueborn are in. He has a bunch of Succubus and characters and those 2 Raiders. He has 2 units of Scourges and Deep Strike. And this is how I deployed. I deployed all my Wolf Guard on the line. With Redemptors all hidden. Everyone's pushing up, drop pods and Deep Strike. This is what the board looks like. There is a lot of obscuring. We are playing this as obscuring, so there's Redemptors safe. These Redemptors are safe. Very, very tight angles, so... Well, he's going to roll once for the bombs now, so like, you right? This is karma. Alright, Blood Claws.
Blood Claws?
No. Wolf Guard up front. No, other Wolf Guard unit.
2 dice.
Yes,
There we go.
so they take 6, 3 guys die. That sucks. Chaplain?
Chaplain on a 5?
No. Redemptor?
Come on.
No. Yes.
Yes.
D6.
Take
6. Oh my goodness! Ugh. All right, that's fine. Back. So end of Space Wolves turn 1. We moved up a couple units, a 2-man wolf guard and some blood claws. Over here, librarian pushed up. We popped the raider. We killed a couple incubi. We charged the flyer and killed it with the chapter master. And over here we have some witches. Trueborn moving out. More witches. More bikes.
16 or 18 base?
Bikes are 16. No, 18 base.
It's 18, so I can go 26.
Is it 18 with the drug or 18 base? So big castle over here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like not a lot of big things going on. He's got a couple of things in Deep Strike coming in. Then he can come down and get some points. Draz, Archon are all over here.
Yeah, they're 18 base, so I'm actually.
So very, very interesting.
So I'm going to.
This is what the board looks like. We've got some Redemptors over here. Characters are going to charge.
I generally don't believe in this interface.
Trueborn, which is going to the middle. Let me put this on my timeline. I'm filming it. They came in Deep Strike. They're about to pop this Contemptor. Or maybe they're shooting through a forest. So hitting on forest. We got the Grav nice and safe in the backfield. Scourges with Shredders right on that objective trying to shoot me off it. Trueborn being a pain in the butt. Yeah, it's going. So Trueborn just passed the leadership. So big turn. The Contemptor came over here. We shot some Scourges and Trueborn. Incubi split firing again because that went so well last turn. But it worked out. We made the Archon fight last. We legged it with the Chapter Master and the Chaplain. All the way over, we killed the Raider to contest this objective. Over here, we have the Longfangs killed some Scourges and a couple of the Trueborn. They did not fail leadership, unfortunately. We killed the Witches in the middle, and everything is on the board, I believe. So let's see what happens. Okay, so here with JT, we just played our round 1 for the GT. Incredible game. Absolute pleasure playing him. So it was Drukhari against Wolves. You went first.
Yep.
You flew over with your bomber.
Flew over the bomber and did a bunch of mortal wounds. Hurt a squad and hurt a Redemptor. And unfortunately didn't hurt the Chaplain. And made the choice to shoot the Chaplain instead of shooting the Wolf Guard unit, which was probably a mistake. Thinking I was going to get Assassinate, in retrospect, it was not the right choice. But, hey, I'm greedy. I can't help it. I mean, I roll for combat drugs.
I feel like that was a theme for the rest of the game. We both were just splitting
that just set the agenda from there.
Yeah, it did.
There was so much split firing and twos rolled in that game.
So the Chaplain survives the shooting for the flyer. Not much else happens. I shoot a Raider dead, and then I charge my Chapter Master and some Wolf Guard into the flyer just to activate my Hunter so I get advance and charge. So I was turn 1 pretty much, side wolf into the middle. Then turn 2, you put on the gas. You send, was it turn 2 when you send the Witches in?
I sent the Witches in to kill the Cyber Wolf on turn 2.
Almost survived.
And sent the bikes in to kill the Blood Claws. Hoping the bikes would kill the Blood Claws and end up with a 4 invulnerable save for Invigorated by Evisceration. And Blood Claw lived with a single wound. With bikes with an attack drug and the Blood Claw lived with a single wound.
On the objective. So I auto pass the leadership of the Blood Claw. He holds the objective, gets me 15 on primary and 4 on vital. So huge point swing on 1 guy surviving on 1 wound. He doesn't get 4 up invuln. I then send my Redemptor, my Contemptor, my Chaplain, my Chapter Master to kill those bikes. Wolfguard go in the middle with the Librarian because now I have Hunters and I can advance and charge. I've got a lot more mobility. Dropout comes down the far side to pop the Raider where the Trueborn were in. And I kill the bikes, and I've got my Redemptor, my Contemptor screening my characters, and then you had a Raider with 3 of your characters, your Archon with the Fight Last and the Gym Blade, the Succubus that does Immortals, and then the Drazar. And then you send those into my...
Sent those in, and was feeling a little bit of the pressure, got a little greedy, and split my attacks with the Succubus, and I shouldn't have. And that Chaplain lives with 1 wound.
Because he was on 3.
He was on 3.
And you did 2 mortals and then 2 wounds because he's T5.
You made 4 ups like a boss.
I passed both 4 up invulns. Like, stay in.
That Chaplain, he deserves a place of honor.
Oh my god,
because he absolutely he bad touched me in ways that I'm not comfortable with.
And you took Assassinate, so like you were really trying to kill me. And you spent the entire game trying to kill him.
It was just killing me.
That Chaplain alone basically just let my Chapter Master go around on his own without having to worry about.
It double teamed so well with the rest, and you just wrapped around. It was a mistake I made, and I can't afford to make that kind of mistake against a player like you. Because
I had the Chapter Master behind all of that, and what I did is I jumped over, advancing and charging to hit the 1 Raider. He only had 1 model holding the objective, so I was able to kill that Raider, remove that model that's holding the objective, and then I'm primary and I think that's the turn where it flipped. And
That
it
was
did
you had
last
that. That was a massive turn.
Yeah.
That said, though, by turn 5, the Archon did hunt down that chapter master,
You did.
that chaplain, and he did punk him out.
We
finally.
fought like 3 times.
Oh, it was ridiculous.
No one would die. The chaplain
No.
just 4 up in ones on 1 wound.
How
just
many 2-ups did I make? 11?
11 2-up saves.
11. It was something ridiculous. 11 2-up Shadowfield saves.
And I
I've
passed
never made that
6,
many in my.
and I passed 6 out of 4. I passed 4 out of 4 up in ones until he died.
Until he died. Yeah, it was a fantastic game.
it was
I
so
would
good.
Play it, I would play again in RP, man. I had
That was
so much fun.
pleasure. Thank you so much
appreciate
again,
that.
man. That was
Thank
an absolute pleasure. And let's go check out how Thomas did.
That was a great
All right, we're coming over. What happened?
Dave almost got me, man.
He almost got you?
Dave almost got me.
So what happened? Walk me through the game.
So, picked behind enemy lines, and then we as we put the train, we weren't paying attention, and the train was pretty wide open for shooting, and he won the first turn. So it was look at this obscuring thing that I get to hide my whole army behind. That was not okay. I'll take it in the face.
That's
And then I'm
obscuring
turn
right
one, I
there.
got to run to get shot in the face again, and then so I'm just scoring low.
What secondaries did you take?
I took behind enemy lines. I took
Rod.
shitty data, and I got oath to moment.
You gonna go 8 on Rod? What happened to the incursus? He infiltrated and starts bouncing around.
He had vehicles just camping his back line the whole time.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
Behind enemy lines, I'm I can't even get back there. I literally
Just screwed that entire
turns
performance up.
4 and 5. I'm just slingshot characters in and just.
So who went first?
He did.
I want to.
But Yellowman made 25 out of 28 saves. He finally dies after having his whole army get shot up for 2 turns. After he's getting in combat, getting behind enemy lines, fighting, stealing the objective, and then he dies and he gets back up with 5 wounds, and he's you can't kill me. He survives with 1 wound on the objective, and I'm last turn I have the bottom of the turn. I'm I get the last rod with the Victrix barely. I run and take all the objectives, 15 points on the primary.
Sounds like a fun game.
That was super clutch close.
How many tanks did you kill?
3, 4.
Nothing. So your point, how did it go? How do you think it went?
Oh yeah, made a couple mistakes along the way. Had a good 5-inch charge here that would have made it so that I could have blown up. I mean, it would have been a suicide charge. Go and try to blow up on his Victrix guard, his veterans.
He had blown up on me earlier, and I was wounded, and then the apothecary was out of position. So they're all on 1 and 2 wounds. Victrix guard's on 2 wounds, and he's shoot everybody, and Victrix guard and 4 characters surrounding. Victrix guard on 1 wound, and 4 characters are all we're all hurt. If he had charged in when they're all like that, he could have killed them all, right? Instead, that Victrix guard lived. Apothecary's run, heal, grow, and those guys are full power, just sitting there Rod on the last turn. All
That
the characters,
Apothecary doing work.
Because let's say those characters who end up going to get behind enemy line and charging several times,
Amazing.
Yeah,
because the chaplain
they
ended up charging over.
they allowed you to get oath as well because they were protecting him there for that.
Those guys living
yeah.
saved the day.
Sounds like a super fun game.
That was the pivotal
Alright.
mistake was the forgetting to charge there. I mean, you still
Awesome.
had to kill him because he was pretty much full, but yeah.
Great. All right. Thanks, guys. All right. We're back. We're doing an exhibition game, playing against Tim. Hi, Tim. He's playing Sisters, Penitent Engine, Spam. We got 18 engines. Crazy. Bunch of flamers, bunch of heavy bolters. Yeah, you do your thing. So we are playing Scorched Earth. We both did banners. We both did. So I did banners, Stranglehold, and Oath, and he took Engage while we stand in banners. His while we stands are the white Penitent Engines, aka Sentinels, Vow, and Celestine. Then we have all the engines on the line pushing up. As such, this is what the table looks like. Everything is a ruin, obscuring, light cover, defensible. This big piece, only the base is obscuring. We're ignoring the wings for the footprint. He's having a look if he wants to shoot at my blood claws or not with his while we stand. He's exposing himself already. This side of the board, bunch of Wolfguard over here, Volkite, Redemptors, Wolfguard over here, and Curses 4 deploying. It's gonna be a super interesting exhibition game. We are live for Charity Hammer. Donations are absolutely crazy, so if you're donating and you're watching, thank you so much for your contribution. If you're not, because you can't, still thank you so much for watching and supporting us. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. We'll come back in this bottom turn 1, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so we're back. This is the end of movement phase for the end of psychic phase for the Space Wolves. Sisters, they shot a bunch into the Blood Claws. They survived like absolute heroes, and I rolled 1 on the advance, so they couldn't get into the middle objective anyways. We moved around this flank, staying safe from the Retributors about to shoot at these mortifiers over here. Characters have moved around. Wolfguard back here. Wolfguard planted a banner. Librarian did the -1 to be hit. I'll pull out the card in a second. I wanted to bring the drop pod down in his backfield to shoot the Retributors just to get him out of play so the Redemptors can move around safely. He screened out super well and played super well, so I can't kill the Retributor. So I brought the drop pod down because we're flipping the table, and I want to try and slow him down a little bit. There's -1 to be hit in cover, so like they're hard to kill. They're 24 inches, so like they're hard to charge. So I'm hoping to get one more turn of decent shooting out of them. The Volkite's about to shoot into the mortifier, so I've got Volkite is going to try and kill them. If he doesn't kill them, then a Retributor's Longfang unit is going to try and kill them. If that doesn't happen, I've got a third one, but if it does happen, then I'm going to shoot all of my Wolfguard into those sisters to remove his OBSEC that he can put onto this objective, just so he now has to use his good units to hold that objective. And yeah, let's see if it goes well. We casted cover, he tried to deny side power, and then shooting phase. Alright, so we're back. We whiffed. We fired all the grav downfield. We didn't kill the sisters. We didn't kill the engines barely with the Volkite. So that wasn't super impressive. But at least we're safe. We have -1 to be hit and cover there. So like we can tank some damage for a bit. Over here, we didn't even kill the 3-man. We only killed 2. They're super tanky, so I do need to focus fire a little bit more. Need to be more mindful about that. So points-wise, Tim scores 10 on primary. He did not score engage turn 1. While we stand, this is at the end of the game, and banners, you now score 2 banners. For Oath, I killed a vehicle, correct? Because vehicles everywhere. So I did not fail leadership, and I'm in the middle, so that's 4 points for Oath. Oath, Stranglehold, and banners. And banners does not get scored turn 1. And then primary, nothing yet. And that is it. I am down on 2 command points, and Tim goes up to 8 command points. Okay, so end of Sisters turn 2. Mortifiers and Penitent Engines advanced over here. We have a couple characters holding an objective. This sister planted a banner. Over here, that one engine charged. Tim was charged both the Redemptor and the Incursor, because if the Redemptor's with engaged range, I can't heroic with them. And he was going to pile into my Incursors, kill him, hold the objective, and stop me from planting a banner. But I heroiced my Chapter Master through the wall, based him. Chapter Master died because of the attacks and the explosion, but he doesn't engage, so it's down 4 points in secondaries, and now I get 15 on primary, and I get to plant a banner. So that was... I lost my Chapter Master, and I can't have advance and charge. I no longer get rerolls. Huge loss, but in terms of points, because I can't interact with this list, it might be enough to like stay ahead by 2 to 4 points. So we're going to see if that works or not. But yeah. See what happens in Space Wolves turn 2. Okay, we're back. So, all we did was shoot Volkite into while we stand target, killed one of the engines. They had moved on to objective. We fired an entire death squad to kill that one sister to remove the banner. It gave me 15 on primary and put him on 5 primary, and I've got 3 banners. He is now forced to come to me, so let's see what the sisters can do. Because he has a lot. I've killed 3-4 engines maybe, so like he still has like 12 left, so...
It's at the point where I think you don't have enough time to kill everything, and can I capitalize on that?
Correct. So the reason why I feel like I'm in a good place is I've got 3 banners planted versus his 2, so I'm going to be scoring more banners unless he hits my objective.
My positioning is I'm super out of position right now.
Yeah, Tim's just saying he's out of position. The mic's this way, so they can't really hear you. So Tim's saying he's out of position because he went to here to hide from me, which is I can't kill him. But like now, it's very hard to get into me for one more turn. So, I mean, he can charge here, he can consolidate and tag. There's a lot of things he can do. So, Sisters have loads of tricks. I mean, he's already measuring if Celestine's going to charge over, Val can shoot. We got some engines that can come over here. I was forced to put a character on here in case he kills these Incursors. I moved out the Wolfguard that I should have done last turn to put pressure up. Losing my Chapter Master means they can't advance and charge anymore, but just useful. Volkite back here nice and safe. Librarian holding that objective in case he kills my drop pod because I need something holding that objective. So that is it. I'll score my Oath points, which I score 4. Puts me up to 8. Already scored Stranglehold, and Banner's already scored. Okay, so Sisters' turn. Blew up the drop pod. Took a lot of shooting. Drop pod rolled a lot of saves, so drop pod ended up dying. The mortifiers went in, split attacks 50-50 into the both Longfangs. Killed all 10 models. I didn't even use my cherubs. They just died. So I was super sad. They tagged the Librarian, which is unfortunate. Because I was going to advance the Librarian over to this objective over here with OBSEC. and I'm gonna go and kill those. So putting 5 on obstacle, and that will give me enough points lead to win the game, even if he tables me pretty much. Because I'm gonna remove a banner over there. I'm gonna have a model on the objective so that he can't plant a banner. So he's only gonna score 1 point. So hopefully that's enough to give a points lead. I can no longer do that. So what I'm gonna do is these wolf guard are gonna come over here. They're gonna charge. They're gonna kill him, and they're gonna consolidate 6 inches over here to steal that objective. It's risky because I might not kill all of them. So I might have to send 2 squads this way, which I don't want to do. I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do here. The Volkite's going to shoot into the while we stand, see if we can kill 1 more. But yeah, what I'm going to do is the Chaplain. Oh, I wanted to use a 6-inch consolidate. I might just forego the primary, to be honest. Because I want the Chaplain to charge in there with 5 Wolf Guard, shoot a little bit with the Redemptors. And then I'm going to consolidate 6 inches to go attack the Retributors. I don't know if Sisters can fall back and shoot. I need to ask him before I make these moves. But I'll either do that one to attack the Retributors, or I'll do this one to steal the objective and put him on 5 primary. Regardless, I need to steal that one to remove his banner. And I think, honestly, I might ignore the Retributors to just let him table me, but remove his primary. Because I just scored 10 on primary. So let's see what happens. End of Space Wolves turn 3. So we sent everything in. We're ready. Like, we're trading all of it. Everything's up front. He can kill anything he wants now. But the reason why I did it is I charged over here to remove his banner and put him on 5 primary. Because I lost all my Wolf Guard to his Fighting on Death and Explosions from the Penitent Engines. But I've got Obstacle on there and a Chaplain. Redemptors are holding his backfield objectives. I killed the Retributor. So these Redemptors shouldn't die now. I say that, and Val's going to roll 14 damage now. Like, it can happen.
It could happen.
Over here, we spent CP for +1 a wound into the 2 remaining engines. We killed them. And then we spent a CP to consolidate 6 inches onto the objective, using Rights of War from my Librarian to steal this objective, putting him on 5 primary. And he can't plant a banner. So hopefully the points are locked in. He's going to kill anything he wants now. Like, literally anything he wants. But
Put it out of reach.
yes, exactly. Let's see what the Sisters do turn 4. End of Sisters turn 4. Came over here, mulched some Wolf Guard. Went over there, mulched some Wolf Guard before I interrupted and killed the Sacrosanct. So now my Redemptors can shoot characters. So maybe I can kill one. Be cool. I have to decide between killing this one. I'm going to move the Libby over here to stop him from holding primary and banner. Redemptors might shoot over there, might need the shots over here because I'm going to lose this objective once I move off it at the start of the psychic phase. So not great, but Volkite could kill him. But yeah, so we're going to shoot over here, Redemptors. That's pretty much it. So Space Wolves turn 4. So we just call it there. I'm about to get tabled, but I have enough of a points lead. So the end score was 94 to 56. So they're going to come over here, kill everything over here because Volkite's on 6 wounds. Redemptors don't get killed, but those Incursors over there are super, super dead. One Wolf Guard over here that killed the Preacher, super, super dead. He's going to max out while we stand. I couldn't get to him. But I played the mission enough to keep a points lead. That was a super fun game. I hope you enjoyed the quick recap. Thanks, Tim, for the game. And yeah, it is 3 a.m. I'm going to go to sleep because I've got a next tournament tomorrow. So yeah, bedtime. So here we are, round 3 of the GT. I'm playing against Colin. By the way, he's the one making all of this happen. This is his house. We're here because he's letting us. We're trashing his house. And
so remember that when you play this game.
Yes, he's telling me to remember that. So Space was against Ultramarine Successors.
Anywhere tonight.
That's true. If I'm, he can make me sleep outside if he really wants to. So this is what the board looks like. We're playing Scorched Earth. We both did Stranglehold, Domination. Yeah, sorry, Stranglehold, Oath, and Banners.
We did. It's true.
And I won the role to go first, so I've got a bunch of Wolf Guard and Blood Claws over here, Dreadnoughts in the center, Volkite over here with some Blood Claws, Wolf Guard, Librarian, Chapter Master, Chaplain, Dog, Incursors, my Incursors, his Incursors, and that's his Redemptors and Volkites around the middle, Invictor on each flank, Speeders on the flanks as well. But yeah, I got to go first. He's completely screened out my drop pods, so that won't be coming down turn 1.
Unless you want to get in it, unless you want to trade it for 1 Invictor. If you want to trade it for 1 Invictor, I'm making it very easy for you.
Yeah, that's what the board looks like, and let's see how it goes. Okay, so we're back. Space Wolves went first. All we did is we used the Incursor unit to slingshot my Volkite, my Blood Claws, and my Incursors, and my Chapter Master, activating the Hunter. Do your move and everything while I'll do it.
Yeah, for sure, man.
So, no worries. So I've got cover for my Librarian, so everyone's got a 2-up save in here. Basically, I'm putting a little bit of pressure just to have access to that Hunter from now on, because I'm so far back and I've got to get through his guns. I needed that mobility early. I only moved 12, so that means I need 2 turns to get to you. Right. It's super far. So now that I've advanced in charge, now I can push.
Very quickly into me.
Yes. Hopefully quickly enough. He's got a ridiculous amount of shooting, so that's why I put so many units there in the middle, just to tank it for as long as I can. I'm about to lose probably Incursus, Blood Claws, and the Volkite, but it depends on... Okay. Can't lose the Volkite. So that's good.
Well, I can't.
So
I can shoot it with Invictors, but that's not going to kill it.
Fair enough. So yeah, we are at bottom of turn 1 for the Ultramarines, so we'll come back. So end of the Ultramarines turn 1, he shot everything, killed the Blood Claws over here, completely eviscerated. Speeder went into Cyberwolf and killed it. We did 5 wounds back to that Speeder. He's got Stranglehold on 3 objectives. He has a 5-up Invon. He has Matafiors on the front Redemptor. I've got a good spot here for the drop pod, but I'm shooting into 5-up Invons, and that's asking for trouble. Over there, there's no range from there to the Redemptors, correct?
No. You can, if you go here, 24 like here.
I might drop back there.
Okay.
And collapse that flank.
Okay.
But that's a waste of a drop pod.
Okay.
But
Behind enemy lines.
I didn't take behind enemy lines. And then over here you got what? Suppressors back here?
I'm just.
You have 2 squads of suppressors back here?
For the first time, I don't know what's happening.
Is it 2 squads of suppressors back there?
Just one. The other one's in deep strike.
Oh, that one's in deep strike. We have some Incursors over here, so I could push over here, but I don't really want to just yet. So that's problematic. We have advancing charge from the Hunter, so we could explode over here. So let's see what Space Wolves do in turn 2. Okay, so end of Space Wolves turn 2. Dropo came down. It's kind of forced. I shot a lot of the Invictor because he wouldn't die. These Wolfguard charge these Intercessors because I didn't want him to put OBSEC on here. There's nothing on here. My Warriors are all the way over here. We killed the Speeder. We put that Invictor down to 1 wound. Blood Claws holding its objective. Both Redemptors. He's the Seal of Oath target. He's about to come smack me. We got some Incursors blocking that ruin so he can't touch and shoot in. But everything's in the open. I do have cover and I do have a Cloaked by the Storm, so everything's -1 to be hit. So let's see if I can tank it or not. It's down to, can I roll 2 +6? Like, that's it. So let's see what Ultramarines do turn 2. Okay, so in the middle of the Space Wolves turn 3. In turn 2, Ultramarines killed all of the Devastators, killed the Redemptor, and shot some Wolfguard dead. I'm moving over to kill that Incursor, that Invictor, and these Intercessors over here to steal this objective. We're going to charge in, see if we can time down for 1 turn. Redemptor's going to try and do a charge through the crater. And yeah, let's see if we can kill 1 Redemptor. Alright, we're here. Space Wolves versus Rukari on the semifinal against Nick Nanavati. We're playing Vital Intelligence. This is what the board looks like. This is how I deployed. So I got some cuts in the front, Blood Claws, Dreadnoughts with characters, Chaplain, Wolfguard, Blood Claws, Cyberwolf. 25 units over here. All sorts of things, don't worry about it. Yeah. Raiders, yes. We got some Mandrakes up here in the front, some Racks over there. He's starting with 7 command points, I'm on 5 command points. I took Vital Intelligence, Grind, and Stranglehold.
It is Jaime Paris.
And I've got a drop pod in Deep Strike, by the way, with my Long Fangs. And Nick took While We Stand, to the last, Engage, and Rod. And here we go into Space Wolves won the Rod off to go first. So here we go. Alright, end of Space Wolves turn 1. All we did is we advanced this Redemptor onto the objective. We have these 2 Redemptors shoot at some Racks, killed a couple. I killed, 1 with the Plasma, so no leadership over there. Wolfguard pushed up hard onto these objectives. Those Racks are up to sneaky things. These Blood Claws planted, not planted objective, they did a Vital. Blood Claws, Incursors moved off the objectives because on this mission you control them if at the start of your command phase. So I moved off. Nick now has to move onto them if he wants to steal them. These 2 objectives over here, my Incursors were holding at the start of the game. So in my command phase I control them, I move off, I still control them until he steals them. So over here, Chapter Master Librarian. So that's what the board looks like. Nick is up to some shenanigans. Not really sure what he's going to try and do. Just measuring the 6-inch heroic interventions for my Redemptors. So there's a tiny little spot there where you can put models to try and steal that objective. But yeah, we'll come back at the end of his turn and see what. Alright, we're back at the end of Dark Eldar turn 1. He put some witches on here to contest both because I was OBSEC with my Dreadnought. So he stole both of these. He sent in 5 rags. I had a good position with my side with my wolf guard to make sure he had to engage all 3. He got out of engagement with my chaplain, but my wolf guard were able to kill him. So I hold 3 objectives for 10 primary and 3 vital. He put up a raider into deep strike again, and that is it. I go up to 6 command points, and we go into Space Wolves turn 2. So end of Space Wolves turn 2, we moved back. Was not gonna go into him because he's gonna kick my teeth if I get close. We're holding the objectives. We're doing vital over here. We're screened out. All this back over here. Screened out. We have our dreadnoughts, light burn all over here. Wolf guard with the chaplain. We killed the witches in the center, and that is all that we did. And Nick is now coming in for some moves. And let's see what he pulls off. He's got the raiders over there with the characters, the succubuses. All of them are all the way over there. So yeah, that is it. All right, so back end of Dark Angels. Dark Eldar turn 2. Succubus murderize the Incursors. The Hellions failed to kill the Blood Claws. I'm going to put more Blood Claws in my list now because they've just been great all weekend. Redemptor killed the 3 bags that he heroic into. And I spent a CP to consolidate 6 inches onto the objective, contesting it and giving me a 15 on primary. Incubi and just Incubi in this raider left. 5 racks over here. Super Succubus over here. I have to bring down my drop pod this turn. I don't want to forget about that. They came down. They rotted.
They rotted here.
They did not rot.
They have not.
Cool. So Space was super good turn. The Contemptor killed the Mandrakes. Longfangs killed the Hellions. Chapter Master almost didn't kill the freaking Succubuses because I didn't roll a singles. I rolled 1-6 on 16 dice. That's not great. Redemptors killed the Hellions, and I'm contesting objective to deny primary. And he has 1 raid in deep strike, and my chapter master is about to die a miserable death. So not great. But yeah, we'll come back at the end of turn 3. Turn 3? Bottom of 3 for Dark Eldar. That's what the board looks like. So I'll come around and show what we have over here. Wolfguard, the most expensive objective holders in my army. Mandrakes. Not Mandrakes. Rax. His Huawei stands are all over here. It's a big unit.
Thomas here doing the filming for Jamie. He's a little bit lower on time, so he's going to go ahead and do this, let him do his game. So we just finished the Dark Eldar turn 3. A lot of excitement happened. Nick made some plays. He's kind of in desperate times here. He fell back from combat with this raider. The incubator inside ran through this gap here and tried to charge to get those Vanguard veterans, but Jamie was able to heroically intervene with some blood claws and suck up most of those attacks. Wolfguard made all their saves, and then in return killed all those incubi. Over here, Super Archon charged into the Dreadnought, fought, did a bunch of wounds, rolled like great. Dreadnought fought back. He failed all the saves with lightning fast reflexes because he was wounded. Archon fought twice, killed him, but both times when he used his little power, he wounded himself, so he's down to 3 wounds. Dreadnought exploded. Big excitement. Does he die? He survives with 1 wound, but everybody gets exploded on. These guys failed to do rod because they wanted to shoot. Super Chapter Master survived. Succubus came in. So did the Core of the Archon. Succubus fought, killed the Chapter Master, but he fought on death and killed the Succubus back. So both of the Succubuses are out of the game. And that's it. Draz came in over here. He's in strategic reserve. He didn't have any place to come in thanks to all the screening. So he was forced to come in on his board edge. So Draz and some Incubi are here. Jamie's turn. He's running up to see what he can do to deal with it. No more stuff in reserve. That's the turn 4. Let's see what Jamie can do this turn.
Those Space Wolves. What turn is this? 4?
Turn 4.
So we fought the raider with a couple of long fangs. Wolfguard and Chaplain went into Draz and killed them. We consolidated into the Incubi and died. And then over here we have long fangs holding our objective. Over here we smited the Archon. Redemptor and the Wolfguard killed the Raider. This Raider survived the Volkite and the Multi-Melta. Blood Claws doing vital. And we have some racks coming up to charge in. So yeah, into turn 4, Drukari.
We just finished. We had an incredible game. 79-59, stupid close game.
Oh, it was so good. You were getting me really good in the beginning. Those micro movements.
Yes. Everything had to be measured.
Yeah.
Super long game.
So tight.
I thought I had him, and then turn 4 and turn 5, he just racks up 30 points in 2 turns. I was like, wow.
Oh yeah. No, I knew the 30 points at the end was coming. I just needed to get it closer before the end. That was a good game.
That was such a good game, man.
Yeah.
Anything you think I should have done differently?
No,
Any
you
mistakes
you
saw?
kicked my ass. Proper ass kicking. I'm sure there are a lot of things I could have done better. What do you think?
I mean, I deployed everything on the line. It was kind of hard to counter deploy me because like I was just everything was on the line. Maybe having another unit over here because everything was so far back.
Yeah.
Once I deployed all my dreadnoughts, you know exactly where I could shoot. So maybe you could afford it to put more stuff over here.
Big problem was like this. Like you touch this terrain, you see through this, and this is onto mine.
Yeah.
There's only so much I can hide on this table because IRA is huge.
Yeah.
I probably could have
I mean,
reserved
you hit
more.
everything, right? I shot one squad of racks.
To hide everything, I was in like crappy spots.
Yes. To hide everything. Yeah.
I think I could have reserved more to give myself some more freedom of movement, and then I kind of did that in the middle of turn 1. I just put a lot of stuff in the reserve in the middle of the game, and then
Could have started and then
could have
done
started
that as
and
well,
then
right?
done that and
Because
be all over the place.
use minimal resources to contest the objectives turn 1 through 3, and then come
and then
forward.
have a harder turn 4 and 5. I think that would have been better. Also, in hindsight, I did really badly on engage. Because you were so defensive, I couldn't really go into your quarters. I could have gotten a much better score out of Herd the Prey, which I'm sure would have caused you to play differently, but maybe I need you to come towards me a bit.
Well, I mean, I was in 3 quadrants, but you were clearing me out of that quadrant over and over again. I did have my Redemptors in that quadrant most of the game, and I had all my Wolf cards, so it was pretty much the same, but it would be 10 points instead of 8. Right?
Well, I'm not good at killing Dreadnoughts. Like, I have to just charge you, basically. So I was afraid of Dreadnoughts
That
walking into combat. Walking into the
blitzering, yeah. But
it was a great game, Jamie. Hi, me.
Thank you.
He's earned his name.
That's a great game.
How do you feel for these finals right now?
I don't know what sisters do. Am I playing those?
I don't know. They're still going.
Yeah.
Apparently, yeah.
I don't know what they do. So, I got to play you again. That was my only goal.
You've avenged yourself. Last time we played, I gave you a proper whooping.
Yep. Yes, you did.
Oh, awesome to see you doing well, Jamie. It's going to take me a minute. All right.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Thanks everyone for watching, and yeah, see you in the next one. Appreciate it.
All right, everybody. Thank you for watching the video. Obviously, it was a longer vlog and everything. If you made it this far, you kind of see Jamie's journey. He did make it to the finals against John Lennon. If you didn't see that game, I'm not going to spoil it for you right here. So go watch it. It was on twitch.tv/BiffPod, which is the Best in Faction podcast. I'll put the link in the description. And also, if you haven't donated, go donate to Charity Hammer. We're trying to get a 40K. For 40K, they're at like, when I'm making this video, like 38,700. So link will also be in the description. And yeah, let us know about the behind the scenes stuff with Jamie and Thomas out in Charity Hammer, and we'll see you on the next one.